Thank you, Riza, and thank you, Rebecca, for those very profound and moving comments. I'm delighted to be here because I feel that I'm participating in history. And, when you can start a day and feel like you are taking part in something which is going to have a real impact over time, it's a good day. That's it. And you are very privileged as a group to be creating this new history together. It's not only about the personal ties that you're making and the activities that you're doing, but it's the path that you are pointing as the way forward. Because good ideas and trends that make sense have a way of usually actually coming true. And when you look at what's been going on with the Abraham Accords and the widening circle of cooperation and realization of how much we have in common and how much we need to do together, there is no question that this is the way forward. That the sand curtain, which used to separate us from our natural partners in the Middle East and in Southeast Asia, is now gone. I'm getting ready actually to fly to Bangkok in a couple of days. And the fact that it's now only an 8-hour trip, the fact that India is only a 5-hour trip, connects Israel to its logical partners in Asia. And I am hoping, inshallah, B'yirtzeh Hashem, that we will have nonstop flights from Israel to Jakarta and from Israel to Bali in the next coming months and years. I have no doubt that that's going to be there, and there will be on the ground the alumni of this wonderful program to meet the tourists and more importantly, the business leaders who will follow, because the business logic of doing business between our two countries makes perfect sense. When you take what Israel has been doing in terms of innovation, and it's such, I'm sure you guys have figured out how broad it is today, ranging from semiconductors to ag tech to food tech to cybersecurity to fintech to healthcare to quantum computing to space, all of the areas that and that's, by the way, not an exclusive list. The problem is that it goes on. And then you actually look at not just the size and the potential of Indonesia, but what an exciting and leading entrepreneurial scene it is. Because I think many people here are not aware at what kind of great startups are being built in Indonesia. We are very proud that we've made our first investment in Indonesia already. Okay, we're not going to wait for formal diplomatic relations. We're putting our money where our mouth is, and we want to invest. And hopefully, we will have a chance to invest in the startups that are being created by partnerships between Israeli and Indonesian entrepreneurs, by great Indonesian companies that are emerging in all kinds of areas, such as microfinance and fintech and delivery and ag and healthcare. It's really very exciting. And I think that we have to look at this in a larger context, which is that innovation is no longer just something which is highly localized in a couple of important centers like Silicon Valley. Innovation now is the gift of the world. It is active everywhere. And the more that we put entrepreneurs together in different centers to work together to solve genuine global problems, the better off the world is going to be, and the better off we are going to be, both in terms of making money and in creating jobs. And when you look at what are those big problems that we must solve climate, we must solve deforestation and reforestation, We must feed the world. We must figure out how to generate healthcare through AI and through digital health. We must solve the problems of mobility. And these problems are going to not just be solutions for rich people and rich countries. In order to be real solutions, they have to be on behalf of the entire world, of all of the billions of participants in our global community. And the way forward is going to be partnerships, such as Indonesia and Israel, finding these solutions. We just recently announced an initiative with the World Health Organization Foundation to create a global health equity fund, which is $200 million initially. It'll hopefully grow to provide funding for partnerships that are going to address these kinds of global issues, but making sure that companies who get funding will sign an access pledge, an equitable access pledge, to make sure that their technology is going to be available to all groups and not just to the wealthy countries and to wealthy people in those countries. And I think that this kind of initiative, when you pair it with the remarkable work that you have done, Rebecca, with your team and this incredible group of entrepreneurs, I think is the way forward. Where not only are we building the future for our two countries, but we'll provide leadership for the entire world to solve these very, very pressing global challenges and to provide equitable access to great technology on behalf of everyone. I want to again salute you and your teams and wish you a successful day. Congratulations, to the winners. And I hope to be back personally in Indonesia in the not too distant future. I've got to go check out our investment and I want to find more. So please be in touch with me to Jon@OurCrowd.com. If you forget that, go back to Rebecca, she'll connect you. And I want to wish you a Ramadan Kareem, a Pesach Sameach, a happy Easter for those celebrating, and in general, a lovely spring season.